I don't feel like talking.
Well, that's a way to start the live stream. It started, and that was the first words.
Oh yeah, man.
I wish my tweet.
You got to put an at symbol.
I do.
Then you got to click on the name when it shows up in the menu. And it should at you and mine all the time.
I always keep wanting to put Raven first, and then when I do that, it the first thing that pops up is the Baltimore.
Fuck 'em.
Your handle's the underscore Raven. Oh,
Underscore quote. Yep. See, what I do is I just put an at symbol and then I type just, and you're the like third person that shows up. I just click your name, and then your name's highlighted in the thing.
I'm a third.
Well, one somebody I follow, which is a game developer, and the other one is someone who's got like fucking Twitter Blue or whatever the fuck it's called.
Twitter blue.
Yeah, so you should be. I just made my tweet. Yeah, see, yeah, because I get a notification when you tag me in it. So yeah, it came through.
I thought maybe. I think the first time when I clicked on it, I was like, okay, well, this will work. And
Mm.
I'll make it Twitter blue just so I can edit my tweet.
Nah, waste of time. And you're a waste of space.
Need to bring back MySpace.
Yeah, man.
Back
Find out how
MySpace.
time's
Go to our
doing.
MySpace.
And I'm sure mine's dead. Been dead. Long time.
They'll bring back the cringe known as MySpace.
You mean cringe? That shit was top tier. Fuck
It
you.
was, but there was some
Bitch.
cringy thing. There's a guy on, I guess YouTube, TikTok, whatever, uh, where he dresses up like he puts on. Well, he doesn't dress up, but like he puts on a girl's wig, and he makes
Yeah.
like cringy MySpace video.
Sounds lit.
It's real funny. And I think the world's trying to tell me something because I keep getting sent videos like that show up in my reels and stuff
Cool.
about like just cringy people. Like, I'm like, are you saying I'm cringy? That's not very nice.
Right. I'm ready when you are.
Gotta put on my headphones for this. All right. Let me game loaded. Antonio. Guess we got the carousel. Oh yeah, I gotta go in. I think there's one. I know there's one for the carousel. It's like clean it while riding the carousel or something.
You have to clean it while not turning it off. So the middle section will continue to rotate and the horses go up and down, and you have to clean the poles they're on while they're pistoning up and down. And some parts you can't get to while they're inside the upper or lower section.
You can do that.
I mean, yeah, I've done it 3 fucking times already, so I'm sure I can.
What up, Gabe? I forgot how to play this game already.
Make sure you have the correct washer on.
Oh, yep. That. Should absolutely do that. Let's see. We have the
The 3000 is the best we got right now.
And then for the nozzle, we still want the turbo nozzle.
Well, you mean you can use any nozzle you want to use. The only reason we were having to use that was because we did the mayor's house where you couldn't get inside the gate, remember?
That was probably the most annoying one.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. Fortunately, there's none as annoying as that. They're just more tedious, but that's definitely the most annoying one by far.
Yeah, I was talking to Sean after the stream we did last time, and I told him, I was like, I think I accidentally dozed off near the end of my stream last
I've done it before.
because I was so tired and I didn't realize I was that tired.
Yeah, it'll sneak up on you. So what are you wanting to bitch about?
I'll get to it. Sorry for
Bet you get
baseball
to it
season
now.
can't come any faster. I know, man. Me too.
Fuck baseball.
You actually have a. All right, listen. Let's calm down.
No, I mean literally, fuck baseball. Like I want to fuck the mitt and the bat and the ball.
Said the Met.
The mitt.
Oh, the mitt. I was like, you want to fuck the
Need to get
the
some
mascot
marinade to go with those Coke bottle glasses you got.
Yeah. Coke bottle glasses and hearing aids coming up.
Mm.
How long will we be live tonight?
12 hours.
11:30 maybe, or until Dakota doesn't want to play anymore. I don't know.
That depends if Amos gets obsessed and is like, we got to finish this level. Like
Yeah,
he did
that's
with
true.
the fucking skate part.
It's the equivalent to extra innings on my baseball stream.
It's going to be the opposite of the last time we streamed when Amos nosed off during that one. And I won't be sitting here dozing off this time.
Yeah, I left it up. I did not go back and edit that.
Yeah, I don't edit any of my shit, but I also don't put my shit on YouTube either.
And I really do think I dozed off because I don't remember the last 10 minutes of the stream.
I mean, you should be able to tell on you have a face cam, unlike me. If I nod off, it doesn't matter. Nobody can see me if I do.
Your little ghost avatar goes.
I could pay someone to make one that would have that animation, yeah. But
Fuji's pretty legit. I like Fuji. Fuji, J Pro's pretty good too. I'm gonna try to make my own emotes for when I start dual streaming, which will be the other channel or the other website I stream to, because Kick and Streamlabs have not figured out their mess yet. So
I mean, says you. Kick's the place to be if you want to be, a horrible person, apparently.
that's fine. I don't go to bed to make them happy.
No, I mean, like, the practices that started Kick seem to be pretty fucking biased, is what I mean.
Oh, really? I haven't heard this.
From what I was given to understand, and this is third-party information at best, Kick essentially got... Or no, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Never mind. I'm thinking of a different thing. I just realized. I'm thinking of not a streaming service, but a emote service. 7TV is what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
7TV was started because somebody tried to upload a version of, I believe, the Kappa emote, but it was just like either black or black face. And, Twitch pretty quickly was like, or whatever thing they used, FFC or Better TV was like, no. And the person apparently got so pissed off they made 7TV. And you can just upload damn near anything to that emote platform. So yeah. But I hear Cake's not good either.
Dadgummit. Hey, it would help if you guys saw the gameplay, not my face. Good lord, that's the second straight time I've done that.
Good job, proud of you.
Dude, I'm telling you.
You
guys gotta tell me when my face is on screen too long.
I don't remember which game it was that I did that. I don't know if
oh
it was
my god.
during Dino Crisis or if that was during Ape Escape. One of them, I think. I don't think I did it during Evil Within. But yeah, from what I've heard, Kick's not a good, space on the internet either. But I was thinking of the right thing in terms of why.
All spaces on the internet have bad pockets in them.
Oh, well, again, third party information, it seems to be really bad.
I like their split share they do. I really hate. I will admit, I like what the Twitch CEO said. It's probably been about a week or so now, where he said that they're gonna stop giving out these mega contracts to big streamers. And I'm like, thank God. I was like, it always seems to go wrong. Like, I'm always under the impression that yes, you can like a streamer, and you can really be friends with one, obviously. But in no circumstances do I think they should be your hero. Maybe there's a certain...
as long as you temper it. I mean, see, that's the thing is, I don't consider any streamer I watch, not counting you, as a personal friend. Like, it's not a friendship. It's still just a viewer-viewee relationship. No matter how... That's like Glasses. I've talked to Glasses and watch her stream all the time, and she's helped me set up some stuff for my stream, but I still don't consider her to be, an actual friend. She's just like an acquaintance. Because you start getting into calling them a friend, and you get into that, like, whole parasocial level of relationship, and you don't want that. Because that leads to bad shit very quickly. Because I've seen people in chats who... just get, I guess, too used to being in a stream or talking to a streamer and then start doing shit that they shouldn't do with somebody they don't really know. What's this thing? Why is it not clean?
Yeah, there's a couple people that I consider friends in my chat, and because I do know them and I talk to them on a semi-regular basis.
That's what I was going to say. You've talked to most of them directly in, like, voice calls. That's different. I'm talking about the general pop, and especially for streams like ours where we only have, you might have anywhere from, like double digits of people, and I have, just a few people, like 3 or 4 people.
Which is criminal.
Yeah, that's, you could have that, and maybe it's different, but you get somebody like Glasses who has she gets upwards of, like, I think, on average, between, like, 80 and 100 people. Then you get to people like Ray, who's sitting comfortably at, like, 1,500. It becomes a lot harder to see that as, a friendship.
Yeah.
But when your community's small, obviously you're going to make, talk to people that can easily become friends because you'll chat with them more personally.
You tell me there was nothing. Clarksville. My dude, you have Google.
Speaking of friends.
Yeah, you have Google. Why didn't you look up anything in Clarksville?
You got Bing.
Oh, yeah.
Better.
Or ask Jeeves, but I think it's gone.
Jeeves is on retirement, man. He's been retired for like fucking 30 years now.
Since when? No, I'm just kidding.
My man's busted out of the scene a long time ago. See.
Yeah, Clarksville is, I don't know nothing about Clarksville, but all these horses are...
This is much needed, though, because I've not had a good day.
Sorry, man. I'll take responsibility for it.
I suppose it's my own fault. I need to stay off social media for a while.
Ooh, do you want to spill the tea?
That'll do it to you.
You didn't watch the clip for the what show that was end of SmackDown last night?
The one about The Rock and Roman staring at each other?
And Cody just saying, I'm going to fight you for the only title I want, but not at WrestleMania because here's somebody that knows you better.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. And I'm like, wow. I'm just like, wow. You kidding me, right? And I like your example that you put up, though. I saw what you put, and I completely agree with you. Like, that's the equivalent of someone saying, I want to play you in a football game, but we're not going to do it at the Super Bowl.
I'm so
Yeah,
glad
well-
Super Bowl's about to be fucking done.
Do what?
I
Said I'm so glad Super Bowl's about to fucking be here and done.
Me too.
I'm so
I had to
fucking
take all
sick
that
of
down.
what am I doing? There we go. I'm
No,
sick
it's
of
in-
looking at all the fucking towers in my stores.
So what
Yeah, I
what
get-
exactly made you upset about that, Sean?
Well,
Or do you want to say?
no, I mean, I've already dug myself a hole today, so I might as well dig it a little bit. So,
The only difference is I don't want to be responsible for that whole getting.
no. I mean, it is what it is. So, okay, I have no qualms with the idea of The Rock and the Roman having a match at WrestleMania.
I do.
But
I
then
hate it.
why have Cody win the Royal Rumble just to have him say, I'm giving up my title shot? There you go, Rock. It devalues the Royal Rumble. It devalues WrestleMania. It devalues Steph's World Heavyweight Championship.
Not to mention that The Rock's not going to beat Roman Reigns.
No.
He's not
Well,
going to
I hear that he's pushing to beat Roman.
Yeah, but why? Like, you're not going to be in wrestling for long, Rock. I mean, he's obviously still in very good shape, but he's not going
He's
to
not in ring shape. He's going to tear every he's going to tear every muscle on both of his biceps and probably his pec.
That dude's a brick shit house. Dude, I'd see pictures of him and it fucking insane to me.
He wishes he was my size.
Steroids will do it. Steroids will do it to you. Oops, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Well, I mean, I'll say it. I don't want to see The Rock and Roman. I get why he's popular still. I mean, he's The Rock. He seems like a good person. I don't know. I've never met him in real life, but like, there's so much talent, man.
And you can just see the look on Cody's face. Like, Cody did the best he could to look like he actually cared to do this, but you could just see how disappointed he. Plus, when you're standing there in the ring and you say, the only title I care about is the one you have. Now, okay, you're going to pivot to doing Seth versus Cody again. Why should I care about that match? If Cody himself is saying I want this title, not Seth's, why should I care?
What's wrong with The Rock and Roman? It's useless. Like, there's no end game for this. Like, Roman has held the title for how long?
Too long.
Too long, yeah. We'll put it that way.
Well,
He's held it for too long.
Like 1,100. I think we're at like 1,100, 1,200 days now.
With him defending like 12 days of that. Anyway, but and then you're going to have someone just randomly come out of quote-unquote retirement and then fight him on the biggest stage when he hasn't earned it. He hasn't wrestled a match in how long? And then what's going to happen if he wins the title, right? Like, let's say The Rock wins the title at WrestleMania. What's the angle there? Like, what is he going to accomplish with that? Like, you just ended the longest streak in WWE, and you ended it with someone who hasn't wrestled in years, and then he's just going to lose it in like a month.
Did you see that video in less than 24 hours is already the most disliked video for WWE ever? It's got like 600,000 dislikes already.
Yeah. I was one of them. And that's no disrespect to The Rock. Like, that really isn't. But are you kidding me? That's just like, the only way I would be okay with it as a very casual fan, and I cannot emphasize that I'm so casual, is if, you know,
you realize.
if The Rock does, which he's not, but if The Rock wins it, or I guess it could go either way, whether he wins it or doesn't win it, as long as they're pushing for a way for Solo to end Roman Reigns'
Well,
streak.
like I said, the whole thing where he says, "I want your title, and I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna take everything from you, just not at WrestleMania." It just makes no.
Hey, Matt, how's things going? Stream's going all right.
But ugh.
I just don't get it. Like, Cody's won it for 2 years in a row. I mean, do they think that's just enough publicity for him or something?
Who knows who's that?
Hope your day's all right, by the way, Matt.
I need to be a good soldier and just focus on NXT.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was already pulled into a meeting and told me to mind my tweets.
Well, it's hard to kind of speak bad for the company you work for.
Hey, Pop.
Mm.
All right. Yeah.
So what's new with you?
Oh man, it's been a week. It has been a week.
Oh, I forgot to move chat up.
That's good, huh?
Mostly work stuff, but nothing too big to complain about. Just typical, oh, we hire a new guy. Okay, we're going to train him. Oh, it's 3 weeks in. He's good enough. Let's just send him out there. Oh my gosh, there's 7 carts of backstock at your store. What's happening? Well, sir, what's the common denominator here?
Person that's not trained right.
Someone's not.
Today, so
Ordering
taking
the
it easy. Hell yeah, Mount. Wish we could get snowed in.
Did you get to watch any of those 2K24 gameplay clips?
I watched the one about how they fix the Irish whips.
Thank God that was.
Yeah, it looked so clumsy beforehand, just bumping into each other. But I haven't seen a lot other than that.
There we go.
But I will definitely be in touch after tomorrow night. If you get a text from me in a weird hour, it's just because of the time difference.
Yeah, boy. I'll be sleeping, probably, depending on what time it is.
Well, let's see. Paris is what, 6 hours ahead?
Sun?
Better not.
Day. Yeah, Paul. I'd love a
Text me
snow
at
day so I
2
don't have
a.m.
to, go do this idiot job. It'd be great. I mean, it was great when we got the partial snow days last week where the trucks weren't showing up. But
That was my favorite part.
my favorite part was the start of the week after that and getting 9-card orders.
See, I hated that part.
No, that part was great. Come on, what are you talking about? You gotta be a team player, man. Come on, that was great profits.
Unless I see some of that profit, I'm just doing my part.
Yeah.
I don't get a bonus, so.
Pop, remind me, did you tell me the other day that you're waiting to hear back about getting an appointment with your doctor?
Doctor of Thugonomics?
No.
I want to clean these horses just like this.
Yeah, you think that's pretty easy, but it gets annoying after a minute.
Oh, I'm already annoyed, but I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
They're just going to have like random stripes on them as they go by. I'll make them look like zebras. But Gabe, if you're still here, you want to see The Rock and Roman at WrestleMania? That's a good zebra right there. There, I'll take it. Ain't no zebra like a zebra at a party.
You gotta think about the shareholders, not your own self-worth. Oh, yeah, sure. I bet I'll do that in Mount.
Where's my yacht?
Listen, man. if they really wanted to placate me, at least for a little while, if they just offered to buy me like a Jeep Gladiator, I would stop bitching for at least a couple of months.
At least a couple months.
I'm waiting on.
I mean, if they gave me $25 an
okay.
hour, I would...
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you said you were waiting to hear from the doctor they wanted you to see, or if you said you were waiting to talk to that doctor.
Action.
All right.
You are not going to find any better power washing action than...
I mean, I don't
Guaranteed.
know about that.
Guaranteed.
Think you're selling a high price there.
Guaranteed. It's power washing. This is going to sell more tickets than the Super Bowl.
Yeah, sure, man. Oh, wait, you want to hear something funny? You don't work Walmarts anymore, right?
What?
You don't work Walmarts anymore, right?
No, I have a Walmart.
You have a Walmart? Okay, do you have Lay's on rollback at your Walmart?
Yes.
The regular size?
Yes.
Okay, have you considered this, assuming your prices are the same, that they're on rollback for $2.50 right now, at least the ones in my store are.
Okay.
Do you, and that's on our Lay's, on rollback. Right now, they've been on rollback, at least in our store, for a couple of months now. They're $2.50. Our impulse bag of chips are $2.69.
Yep. But you know what, Dakota? People are buying them still.
Yeah, I know. And I have no faith in humanity.
Do you want me to do you one better? Let me tell you the prices at Publix, shall we?
Oh, God.
Okay, so regular bag, when they're on sale, 2 for $6, 2 for $7 maybe, right? So
yeah.
let's just say 2 for $6, or I've even seen 2 for $5, or even buy 2 get 1 free. Okay, so let's do the buy 2 get 1 free deal, because that's the most common one that they're on. So you're paying $7 and you're getting 3 bags of chips of our regular size. So that's 3 regular size bag of chips for $7. That breaks down to like what? Roughly $1.60 something?
Roughly, yeah.
The front end impulse bags, they've just had a price increase. You know how much they are now?
Should be $2.69, shouldn't it?
No.
You might have the actual price change.
$2.99.
Yep. Y'all got the price increase before we did.
$2.99 for a little bite-sized bag. You people need to stop buying that.
But Amos, we're an impulse first company, though.
We are an impulse first company, and it's true that 65% of our sales go from impulse buy. I get that.
Because nobody pays attention to anything.
I think it's more like laziness. Like you get to the front and you're like, oh, I'm so snacky. But there's no big chips near the front.
Yeah, it's also the other part, because I was talking to, who was I talking to? I think it was Rhonda. She's, I don't know her title, but she's like the person who works like all the front end stuff at 669. And we were just chatting about that, and I brought that up to her about our rollback chips. And I was like, yeah, the bigger thing about it is like, the people that come in and do like the major shopping, like do like, buggy loads of groceries because they buy them like, once a week or once every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They get up there and they just want, because they've been in there so long, they just want something to snack on, or more importantly, they have kids and they want to shut their kids up. That's where all that profit comes from. Because they get up there and they can just grab a drink out of the cooler, grab a candy bar, whatever, and just, eat that real quick and go on with their day.
It still blows my mind, because when Leo wants something, we're fixing to check out, and I'm just like, do you see this big buggy full of food right here? Like, you're fine, man. When we get to the car, I'll get you something, but I'm not spending $3 on a bag of chips.
What did you say, Pop? We were talking about selling tickets. Yeah, Pop said it would sell, this would sell more tickets than The Rock versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it sure would. Telling you, man. You ain't gonna see the people's elbow here, but you'll see the people's power washer.
Going back to a conversation we've had a couple of times, I'd pay to have The Rock give me the people's elbow. I'd pay good money for that.
His elbows are huge.
Just-
He'll cut your throat.
Yeah,
He'd probably tear his pec doing it.
He
Probably.
would.
no doubt.
By the way, Rock, if you happen to see this ever, we're just kidding.
On a slightly different topic, did you see the Vegas move the Orioles up to the second favorite in the American League to make the World Series after acquiring Corbin Burns?
Yeah. Dude, as long as everyone stays healthy, that could be the best top 3 rotation in baseball. Or
Now you
definitely
don't have to
better
worry
than
about Corbin
anyone
Burns.
else.
You don't have to worry, as a Cubs fan, you don't have to worry about Corbin Burns in Milwaukee anymore.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank you, O's. I hope you win the World Series after you sign Blake Snell. But,
Wait, no.
well, now you actually don't have to worry about it. I guarantee you that your Orioles are going to make a big trade at the deadline. I really think that.
There's still some people that think we might still trade for Dylan Cease.
Yeah?
Yes.
You guys got the prospects to do it.
Oh, it's the inner side, I see.
The only problem with that is that it's the White Sox, and they're going to kill whichever prospects.
Oh, did you clean the steps?
I did.
Oh, I didn't see that. I saw you cleaning the inner pole and the.
Yeah, on the replay, you'll see me just like walk around in circles for about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's what I do. Yeah, that's what you got to do. It's the easiest way to do it. Just stare at it and move.
All I know, Amos, is I get a text from Gabe that says we're on the verge of trading for Corbin Burns. I said I'll believe it when it's official, and then 2 minutes later he texts me and says it's official.
Hey,
And I go on to tweet out like what?
yeah, I don't know much about that shortstop prospect y'all traded, but you guys totally fleeced the Brewers there.
Joey Ortiz is going to be a very, very good player, but the problem is we have Westberg, we have Holiday, we have Gunnar. Like, there's nowhere for Ortiz to play.
I guarantee you part of the reason that the Brewers said yes to that trade so quick was because of the turmoil that Burns was feeling with the team.
Well, that and plus getting Ortiz allows them to turn around and flip Damas.
I don't know if they'll do that. You think they'll do that?
Why not? They're
He's
going
got
into
some
full
good
rebuild.
value still, though.
I mean, Woodruff's hurt for the year. They traded Burns. They got a young shortstop now, so they don't need Adamas.
Somehow they'll still have more wins than the Cubs this year. Because Jed's
Really
dragging
not.
his flipping feet. All right, we got Hector Neris. Yeah, ooh.
Of the Orioles World Series.
Yeah. No, that's probably not going to happen. It'll be something weird like Orioles Pirates.
All I know is whoever has Chipper Jones is going to win. Fucking go-to joke every time.
Love it. I love it.
Fucking the only thing I know about baseball, or the only thing I remember.
I guess that's the downside to streaming with me. My channel's known for baseball.
And wrestling. 2 things I know nothing about.
Wrestling was kind of fairly new with me. Like,
Multitude of information in my head. None of it includes baseball or wrestling.
Whether you like it or not, you're more than just a casual fan. You're slowly becoming I'm not going to say you're a crazy fan, but
shut up, Dick.
you're more than a casual fan.
What name is?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I think my statement stands.
God dang, your ears are so good.
You really thought I wasn't going to hear that? That was on people. It was good. We went and got went to Los Amigos and picked up. I was about to jump on this because I was, answering
baby.
Pop, so I wasn't thinking.
Oh,
But it's the button to turn this thing off, but you actually have to look at it and press a button. I was like, I'm about to turn this off and fight the whole achievement up.
oh God, please don't.
Oh, wait, Raven, how are you with music history, Raven?
I'm not good with any kind of history. My brain does not process dates of any kind for some reason.
Gotcha. So you don't know what the anniversary of today is. So then, okay.
Not off the top of my head, no.
It's the day the music died. Richie Valens, Buddy Holly, and
I know. I know that event, but yeah, that's like I said. We talked about this a little bit. I think last time or the time before. When it comes to history, it was the one subject in school I could not get my head wrapped around because my brain will not process dates. I don't like I can tell you historical events, but I could not give you a timeline for them at all, ever.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't know why. It's just one of the few things I never...
Can I ask you a couple of references, and I want to see if you can get them?
Hold on a second. Let me answer Pop. I was in the middle of answering him.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, we went to Los Amigos, Pop, and picked up Mexican, just went up there and ate and hung out. So
Amos, what did you think of me? Did you read everything when I told you how she changed all of our reservations, all of our plans? Didn't even bother to tell me until I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, you told me that. And I was just... What?
Oh yeah, she upgraded our hotels to the to suites too.
I mean, I guess that's nice, but maybe she wanted to do it as a surprise for you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just playing devil. Get off me, horse. Get...
I guess I should get used to this.
Well, I mean, it's not a common thing. Usually when me and Vanessa change plans on anything, we talk to each other about it, no matter what it is.
Well, that's all the pole bases.
It's... I don't change anything without Vanessa's knowledge and vice versa. But maybe she was doing it to just be a...
That's the one thing I did say. I was like, we need to work on our communication a little bit.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Yeah, communication is probably the most important thing.
Yeah, Amos, if you want to... What's his name? I want to see if your old ass knows anything. Yeah, Amos, if you want to do your thing now, and I guess Pop's going to try and play alone.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So, Sean, if you know it, don't say anything. Okay.
Well, what are we doing? So maybe I can throw out some references too.
I've got 3 historical references in mind. And I'm going to say them, and I want to see, like, I say references. I don't know whether they call them references or sayings. But, like, here's an example. Let me give an example. If I were to say a day that will forever live in infamy, your answer would be the bombing of Pearl Harbor. You get it?
I think I understand what you're saying. You're not asking me specifically about, do I know an event tied to this? You're asking me like a generic phrase and what I would associate with that.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
And I'm going to assume they're well known, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, man.
So the first one I wanted to ask you is the shot heard around the world.
I know what that is.
What's that?
Shot heard around the world. You just said it.
Yeah, what's that have to deal with?
Vague memories of it, but I believe was it.
And look, don't worry about I know you're not too concerned about this, but I just say don't worry about being wrong because there's people out there that think the Civil War happened between North and South America. Okay, so we're just gonna.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is in my head it's something tied to the Civil War is about the best I can pull out of my mind.
It has to do with America, but it's not the Civil War.
Pop said JFK.
It is not JFK.
Okay.
At least not that I'm aware of. I don't think it's JFK.
I've heard that phrase. I guess whatever it's associated with has slipped out of my brain.
Let me know when you and him give up, and I'll. Most
No, I've
common.
heard- The thing is, it's associated with a specific fort somewhere, isn't it?
It's not associated with a fort. It was an event that led to a bigger event.
Wait a minute. Did you say fort or sport?
Fort.
Fort.
He said
Like
fort.
a military fort.
Has nothing to do with a
Okay.
fort.
Are we allowed to give him hints?
I can give one hint. I mean, I've already given a
Okay.
hint, but I can give another one.
Yeah, if you want to give another hint, because like I said, I'm still sitting about the same area. Something to do with military is all it's coming to me.
This has to do with the beginning of one of America's biggest moments.
Oh, is it what's the dude's
Or should I say the
name?
13 colonies?
Okay, now you tripped me up. I was going to say the assassination of Franz Ferdinand.
Good guess, but no.
No.
That's a real good guess.
Hmm.
I can see
And
why
your
people would
initial
think
clue-
that.
Wait a minute. And your initial clue was the shot heard around the world?
Mm-hmm. That's a good guess.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Don't you Google it.
No. I'm not Googling it, but I... Hold on. I'm sending you a text.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jeeves
I
it.
mean... yeah, no, I'm still down. Like, it's like I know the phrase itself, but whatever its connotation is or the context for it has completely left my brain since I learned the phrase itself.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, no, I don't. Because my brain's not throwing anything else out except for anything to do with, like, something done militarily. That's the only thing my brain will process right now.
But
so I have no guess.
The assassination of Franz Ferdinand was a good one. That was a real good one.
So what was it?
It has to do, it is most commonly referred to a situation that happened. Hold on. No, Sean, we're not talking about that.
It's a situation where Amos gets a text.
No. In my defense, you said the shot heard around the world. And what is that?
And
home run
military.
off- You didn't say in military.
I
You
did.
Said,
We just got through talking about this. Yes.
okay, then I guess I was wrong too because
If it was sports, yes, you were right. But I didn't ask to go to a sport one.
fair enough. Okay. Then I have no idea what you're talking about either because
It's most commonly referred to the first shot of the American Revolution happening. When there was a standoff between American revolutionists or colonialists and the a British, I don't want to say squad, that's not quite right, but a British regiment? Anyway, long story short, there was a riot and then the British showed up and then they each stood like kind of yelling at each other and then someone on one of the sides shot. And to this day, people argue about which side shot first.
Yeah, as soon as you said Civil War, it started procking in my head. But yeah, Pop said
The American
I
Revolution.
missed
sorry.
chat because I was trying to think about it. But
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
first thing- no, that's on me. I should have been looking at the chat. I forgot Pop was playing along. But the first thing he said was a date around 1776 and then the founding of America. So those would be basically right there at it. If
That's
not
definitely
good
close.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's close.
so,
Closer than mine was.
so
I don't
Raven,
remember
to
the
show you how much of a sports nut I am. He said shot heard around the world. I went to Bobby Thompson's home run against the Giants, or against the Dodgers Giants in 1959.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many casualties in that game.
Well, no, I understood that you were talking about history, not sports. history.
But that'll help me
would do-
gauge. That'll help me gauge. You know what kind of references I can give you that may be easier. Ironically, I was gonna do the Franz Ferdinand one, but you kind of guessed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pop, you got it. Like I said, that was because I forgot to pay attention to the chat because I was trying to parse my brain for the information.
Give him an easy one. Give him Remember the Alamo.
I don't
that's
know
the one
what
with
that is.
Canada, right? Let me.
Do you remember? Do you remember anything? I remember the Alamo. Yeah. Let's see.
All right.
I know people that think the Alamo show was just a movie.
Yeah, like the Titanic.
That was a movie?
Mm-hmm. Oh. That's all it was.
Oh, where the boat sank.
We had boats? Trying to think of another reference. Do you remember? Well, that's not really a reference.
The 5th
More
of
like-
November? Yes, I do.
Remember? That's a good one. Trying to think
There's a movie
of
about that too.
a proper historical event that has a reference tied to it, not just a line. Yeah, I struggle with
Not a
this
lot
too.
of historical stuff happened in.
Do you know who said the British are coming?
Paul
See,
Revere, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought about asking that one. That's the one I was thinking of, and then I was like, I don't know. I mean, that's not really a reference, is it? Or is it?
Well, you got the answer right. He said Paul Revere.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, that was what was the whole thing with him? I can't remember the phrase attached to like him being the guard. What if by land, two if by sea, right? Referring to him lighting candles in a watchtower or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. Some stuff I know, like I said, my bigger thing is I just don't know the dates. Like, I couldn't tell you when this stuff happened. Like, Pop threw out 1776 for, the American Revolution. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't. No idea. Couldn't tell you when the date, like the era for, like World War II. No idea what the actual yearage of that was, or, that's like people talking about, what's the thing people say when they're referring to how people don't really understand time as much as they do. Something to do with Anne Frank and Martin Luther King Jr. Can't remember.
The fact that Anne Frank and Martin Luther King Jr. were live at the same time.
Yeah, that's it. And then what is it? Like Cleopatra lived. I think she lived closer to the time of woolly mammoths or something like that than.
Which one? There was more. There's more than one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Historically speaking, there's been more than one Cleopatra.
I don't know.
Given that name.
I have no idea. I just know the statement. But yeah, just talking about how people underestimate like time and stuff, or don't associate time as closely as they think they do.
Amos, one place you and I are going together on our bucket list one day before we die. We're going out to Tombstone.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Tombstone.
Tombstone, Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Or do you mean Nevada?
Yeah, Tombstone, Arizona.
Okay.
When is? That
Okay,
just
he was right. Okay, Corral. Although you see there's so many videos of people going to visit that on YouTube now. It's like you don't even know how much of it you're really gonna see. Like, it really doesn't look like a historical place anymore. They've modernized it so much.
The only one most people know. Yeah, I guess, Bob. Like I said, I'm not a student of history.
Let's see if Amos gives this one. Who said, I am not a crook?
Oh, that's Richard Nixon.
Yup.
That was right before he was proven to be a crook.
One of my favorite favorite jokes in Pokemon is someone like I don't remember what this is from, but it's something about like Richard Nixon saying, "I'm not a crocodile trainer."
I'm not a
Here's a good one. This one's probably more for Amos, but it mixes both sort of history and how about I'm not here to talk about the past. Remember, that's all he would say, and that's all the person would say.
Not here to talk about the past?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a vague memory of that phrase in my head, but I can't associate it with anything off the top of my head.
Oops.
Any guesses, Amos?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of stumped right now.
Mark McGuire to Congress when he shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I
didn't.
didn't watch a lot of that. Huh.
That's all he would say whenever any question he was asked. I'm not here to talk about the past.
Which tells me, like, just tell me you're guilty.
Of course, to his credit, though, at least he didn't sit there with an interpreter with like Sammy Sosa did and say, "No, speak English."
Of speaking.
When there's interviews all over ESPN of him speaking. But let's see. You got any more references for us, Amos? Now that I know we're actually doing history and not just faithful history.
Let me think.
Because when you said shot heard around the world, all I'm thinking is the Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant.
All right, I got one. And it's just gonna be a name. Nickname, Batman.
Batman?
Mm-hmm.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I'll give Raven a chance to...
Big historical event. I think it's Fat Man.
Oh, it's not a person, it's an event?
It was
that's what I was about to say. I thought one of y'all said something about a person.
It was the nickname of an object used in this big event.
The Hiroshima bombings.
Yeah.
Well, one of them was Hiroshima, and the other one was it Fukushima was the other place bombed?
Yeah. Nagasaki.
Nagasaki, that's it.
That's a good one. You knew that one right off the bat.
When you said that, when
it
you
was
said
Fat Man and Little Boy.
Went to the
That's it.
former head of the FBI.
Maybe you did not finish cleaning the steps.
I didn't?
No, you remember the thing we talked about where you got to get down low on some?
Oh, yeah.
Just
I see it.
bare lip right there. I just happened to notice that when I was looking at the list on the left. Oh, Lord.
I mean, I'll admit, Dakota, there are some dates that I don't know that some people probably do know when it comes to history stuff.
There we go. We're good on
historical events.
Yeah, that's like I said. My thing is I know events in and of themselves, some, but it's more like knowing the dates. Because I know some people who can quote you direct dates and like the entire timelines and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I can't. I could never. History was easily my worst subject in school. Because I just did not have the brain for that. It's just horse rods now.
Horse rods, gig.
Remember, Amos, if you go into the list and mark them, they'll glow.
There was a side button for that instead of all the way to the...
I will tell you, by this point, we've cleaned the rods you can see. It's going to be at the very top or the very bottom where they're going in and out of the toppers for it. None of them are glowing, it's the problem.
Oh, do you think because the horses are moving up and down, it's
Yeah, that's what it is. You'll have to catch it right when it goes up or goes down. There's one right there. Yeah, you're gonna be better off if you have it to mark the thing in the menu, Amos, so you can see which ones it actually is. I feel like mine's stopping for some reason. That might be because you're walking around spraying all of them too. Because if you spray it, then it won't glow.
Okay, let me stop spraying then.
Did it not take?
Do you
Oh,
know? Do you
it's not
know the
taking
name
that thing.
of the nation that helped America win the Revolutionary War?
The what now?
The nation that helped America win the Revolutionary War?
France?
Yeah. Your
I
boy.
don't know why. I don't know why I know that. I know that from something specific, but I can't think of what it is. Oh, I know what it is. It's the history of everything. That's why I know that. Because there's a line in there about France helping out America and the British having to send their prisoners to a different colony, which became Australia. There you
Hey, got it.
Yeah, I couldn't mark them for some reason. Or
I
I
just
could mark
sprayed 'em
it,
as
but
they
it
went
wouldn't
by.
say. Yeah,
Until I
Pop
gave-
got it too. France. I love their French fries.
I love their.
Oddly enough, I don't believe French fries came from France, if I remember rightly.
I didn't even notice you moved the scaffolding.
Oh yeah, I used it to clean the upper side of the crusts. On to the next one.
Let's do the drill.
The drill, I believe its thing is you got to clean the entire like drill bit on it first.
Check it or
Complete the drill head and tip first. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to open the menu, right? You're going to open the menu, and you're going to see the drill head and the drill tip there.
okay.
Now you're going to mark the drill head. Should glow red in your menu.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the drill tip, and then we just clean what's flashing. Nothing else. Well, like I said before, you can hit other things, just don't fully clean anything else before we're done with this. So it might be
Just
one
the
where
tip.
we have to use just the tip. Let's see.
Do you know
This
the
is one.
name of the famous Carthaginian general that went across the Himalayas to attack Rome?
Absolutely. Well,
You've heard the name
Okay.
before. I know you've heard the name.
I know. I think I know, but I can't think of the name off the top of my head right now.
Starts with an H.
The name won't come to me.
Okay.
The name just won't proc in my head for some reason. I think I know it. I just my brain won't throw the name up.
Hannibal.
Oh no, that's not who I was thinking about. Can't think of the name of the person I was thinking about. But yeah, no, I did not know that. I know the name Hannibal, and I know it's somebody of historical significance, but I wouldn't have guessed that. No.
Welcome to Power Washing History 101.
Yeah, man.
Where you're going to learn about things that you didn't think you need to know about. Now, I learned that. I mean, I kind of knew that already, but I didn't know exactly how that went. So I watched this channel called Oversimplified, which is so freaking funny.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen their stuff.
I love that channel so much.
Too much of the front grip thing. Problem is, it's so close to the drill itself. There we go.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't think we're done yet. Yeah,
I
we
think
are.
I got it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, there it is.
Alright, now
Head
clean
first. Oh my, I gotta
everything
censor that.
else. You ain't gotta do nothing. Pay taxes and die. You ain't gotta do one of them.
So how's the? I saw you started playing. I think you said the name earlier.
Evil Within.
Well, I saw you play Ape Escape earlier, but then there was another.
The Evil Within.
The Evil Within. Yeah.
Okay, so the first stream wasn't great because I wasn't sure what kind of game it was going to be, like what kind of horror, whether it was, more of a Resident Evil, Silent Hill, like old school Silent Hill, Resident Evil, or if it's going to be something more like, a Dead Rising kind of thing. Not like the actual gameplay of being like open world. I just meant, more action than actual horror. And I got to the first like real section where you have to like work out some stuff that's not kind of tutorial-ish. And I wasn't sure how to play it. I wasn't sure if I should play like, trying to hoard resources because I didn't know if I was going to have any or if I needed to just, go buck wild about it and just use everything I had. So the first stream, I feel wasn't great with it. Then I decided to go ahead and just look up what to do in that section. And after reading that, I was like, okay, I see what kind of game this is now.
Psychological horror, right?
Well, it is, but it's also like you can just like use your resources a little willy-nilly. Like I've got to parts where I'm running low, but it is more of a action kind of horror than it is just a straight like an old RE or an old Silent Hill where you kind of gotta hoard for most of the game. At least in Resident Evil's case, I don't know about Silent Hill, but in Resident Evil games, the older ones, you had to kind of hoard and like manage your resources in the early game, and then by the mid to end game, you're usually pretty good to just go all out. I mean, you don't want to lose everything, but you can be more free with it. This game's kind of a mix. Like I'm in a section right now where I ended off, where I literally went from like a pretty heavy combat, like arena, like hold out section. They used a lot of my resources, and then right after that, it essentially threw me into a smaller, another like holdout thing, but it was smaller. But I had no resource except for like one crossbow bolt. So that wasn't great trying to do that. I died like 3 or 4 times there. But I think I've got a feel for the game now more than I had then. Because like I said, I was just paranoid in the first half. Like, do I need to hoard everything I get? Do I need to... And there's a mechanic in that game where you can find matches and burn bodies. And nice. I thought from the tooltip I read that you were supposed to just burn anybody anybody you knocked down and, quote unquote killed, you had to burn them. And I was getting a little paranoid about it because you could only hold like 5 at a time until you upgrade it. And I'm like, I got to look this up to make sure. And I found out that no, if you kill an enemy, like you shoot them in the head and blow their head off, they're done. The matches are more for if you knock an enemy down, but you want to conserve ammo, you could just burn their body. Or if you knock down a bunch of enemies with like, say, a shotgun, you can just throw one match down and light the whole group on fire to save them. So yeah, there was some mechanics that were kind of wonky to figure out. But after I figured that out, I think the second stream I did of it was way better. So I think it'll be alright. I'm probably going to make that the core game I do on the 3 days I don't do retro games or do co-op with you. Or if I do a stream before co-op, it'll probably be that game. I think that game's of a decent length compared to the other stuff I've been playing, or the one-offs I've done.
Are you going to finish Ape Escape for a retro?
Yes, I'm debating on whether or not to play all 3 of the core games in a row for Retro Day, or maybe finish. I definitely finish the first one, and then I might take a break and do something shorter for Retro Day, and then do the second one. I haven't decided yet.
I think I played very little Ape Escape, and the only thing I remember that game is it's got a weird control setup.
Oh yeah, the control setup, at least for the first game, I think it does change some in the second and third. But you attack with like your club or move the net to catch the apes with the right stick.
Yeah.
And you swap items with the face button, so triangle, circle, square, and X. That's how you swap between different items. And you jump with the R1 and I believe the R2 button in the first one. I think I'm getting the point.
So awkward.
It's awkward and it takes a second to get you. It's still not as bad as, like I said, when I was working on figuring out how to make Vigilante 8 playable. Like I said, that game was unplayable. But Ape Escape just takes a second to get back into the groove when you've been playing modern games for a while.
Second offense.
I'm debating on. Do you remember early last year, I did like a Resident Evil marathon leading into the remake of 4.
Boy, do I ever. Yep.
But I never finished it because I just ran out of time and getting near the end to where RE4 make was. It's fun watching though. Guess so. Oh, you're talking about Ape Escape. I thought you were talking about this. I mean, yeah. This ain't really a fun game to watch. It's more of a fun game to listen to the conversation about. But I never finished it. I got up to like the OG 4 and then cut out there because it was just there wasn't enough time and I was getting bogged down. I think with work. I think work was getting hectic around that time. But I'm thinking about on my vacation at the end of March. Or not the end of March, it's the end of February, beginning of March. I'm thinking about bringing that back and making all my vacations the Resident Evil marathons for the week. Haven't decided yet. I don't know if I want to go back to playing the old games because some of them are alright. Like playing the OG one, the HD remake was alright, but dude, playing RE0 was just such a slog. If they ever remake that game, they've got to fix the no item box thing. It's just so annoying. I think I lost, I don't know how many items I think I ended up losing during my run because I forgot to grab them before I went to a new area. Or at least didn't have access to them for a while. Code Veronica was okay. It was just kind of awkward because it's like the oldest, quote-unquote, mainline. People argue about that all the time. But if I go back and play, I mean, since I've already played through most of them already once, I'm going to have to play like hard mode. Which is going to kick me in the teeth.
I had someone ask me when I was going to play Rome Total War again. And I was like, I don't know. You know, that game's okay to stream if you like the history of that time frame, which I do, but
Probably doesn't translate well in the overall.
oh yeah, I mean, like I said before, I just play games whatever I enjoy playing. No.
Yep.
That's why I'm perfectly cool with doing Power Wash Simulator and talking to you. And if people like it, they like it. And if they don't, then good news. There's other content to watch on YouTube. You
You
know.
don't like it? Fuck you. Go somewhere else. Figure it out.
But yeah, Rome was. I still will play that game so very much because I enjoy every aspect of that game. I like the fact that you can't just build an army and then go across the map and kill everything because there's strengths and weaknesses, and then as you get out away from your territory, you can't replenish your soldiers, and then so it's just like if you have 1,000 men and you get into a battle and you lose 500 of them, you don't get replenished because you're an enemy. The only way to get replenished is that you have to bring them back to your territory.
Yeah, you were SOL. What's the game? Is it? I think it's Civilization that had like the glitch in one of its early games where Gandhi's AI was screwed up, and like his thing, because he's set to be the most peaceful, but then because of some glitch, like his thing bottoms out and he goes to the top of being evil.
Never heard of that.
I think it's a Civilization thing. Like there's a bug in one of their games. If you're playing, if Gandhi's just in the game, they set like the integers for like the characters to be, this character is pretty good, pretty peaceful. This person's more warlike. And they set, Gandhi to the lowest amount, which makes sense because that's his whole shtick. There was his whole shtick. I don't guess he's still doing that. But because of, the way energies and stuff like that work in games, if you hit a level up and the energy's too low, it can't go anymore. So it's that kind of thing where the number rounds over, and it just rounds him up to being one of the most warlike people in that game for some reason.
That's funny. Someone's attacking us. Who? Gandhi. Gandhi? Gandhi.
That's the literal like context I've seen it in of people talking about it.
Why is that a bug? Why is he just? I mean, why can't he just be a threat?
Gandhi's about to throw hands. The ultimate version of going to war for peace.
Gandhi these hands across your face.
I don't know if that one tracks, Chief.
Either does a war like Gandhi. And then there's the pro Halo player Gandhi.
Is that the guy you played against during the Iron Man tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You mean got my
That's
butt
pretty good.
kicked? Yeah, absolutely.
Got your butt kicked. You got stomped.
I did.
Guts were on the floor. But I told you, man. I was like, because you were thinking about not doing that, and I was like, you were going to regret that the rest of your life.
It was
You don't do
fun.
this now.
I'm glad you talked me into it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I
knew
mean,
as soon as you said that, I'm like, you were going to regret it. I was like, you were going to get stomped. I think Reed played him too, didn't he?
I think he did, yeah.
And I'm like, you were both going to get so stomped. But it will be one of the best memories you will ever have if you don't do that right now.
It was a
Or
good
one
time.
of your worst memories if you don't do it.
It was a good time.
Yeah, man. It was pretty good. Dude, that guy's... he hasn't actively played because he's mostly a commentator, right?
Yeah, he's a
Now?
commentator now.
He hadn't played at that point in, how many years?
I think let's see, that was 2010. I think, wasn't it?
I think so. That sounds about right.
I think at that point he was retired from Halo for about 2 years at that point.
Yeah, and dude was still just absolutely cracked out of his gourd. What got that?
Well, there's a reason he's a multi-time champ, so.
Yeah, you should come back.
I watched the old MLG videos on YouTube. I was just like, man, I remember waking up on, like, when I got my first job at 15 at the hardware store. I remember I got the job and I worked just Saturdays. I worked Saturdays from 8 to, I think it was like 3.
Yep.
And I was like, sweet, I got my first job. The next week, I saw a commercial. It's like, do you like to play Halo? Well, so do these pros. The MLG Halo tournament will now be live on USA Saturdays at 9 a.m. I'm like, fuck. So I missed
Perfect
it
timing.
every week. Yeah, I missed it every week. And I was always maybe 3 weeks behind because they would upload it to their YouTube channel. But it took some time. Like, they purposely would wait 2 to 3 weeks before they would upload it. Most annoying thing. I was like, yeah, that would happen.
See.
Guarantee you I missed something.
Oh yeah, this one's always easy to miss stuff all the way around. something on the gray part back here still needs to be cleaned, I think. Unless I got it there. That's not it. No, it's still there. The
Spray
rear
everything.
fuselage. Is this not going to show up now? There it is. What is this? Oh, there's. There we go. Rear shielding.
Wheels on this thing?
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Wheel drives.
What is.
The wheel drive.
The wheel drives are the little circular bits in there, yeah. Little rectangular bits. Stand up. The gnome is watching our progress.
Think of it.
Yeah, problems there, Scooby.
Always.
How about you stop it? Got things to do. One wheel somewhere that needs to be cleaned.
I got 99 problems, and I'm all of them.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I don't need any outside assistance. I'm the problem.
What are these wheels? It's two of the wheel drives.
Oh, frog?
There's one. Oh, it's both the two over here. There we go. So it's just one wheel somewhere.
What's the wheel? Like the tread or what?
The wheel is the actual circular, like this bit. The actual circle inside of the tread.
Oh.
One of those somewhere. There it is. It's this one over here somewhere, but I don't know. Thankful it is. Oh, there it is. It's on top. Where are you? There we go.
Any plans for
Easy.
tomorrow?
Opening.
Got work.
Opening.
Hopefully I'll be able to start the DS tomorrow, the NLDS tomorrow.
Damn, man, you gonna start playing a Nintendo DS? That's great. That's what I was doing when I sent that message about moving files on my computer. I was downloading DS ROMs to put on my 2DS.
All right. Which one? Treehouse or the temple?
They're both decently long. I think the temple should be less money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start that one. I don't know if we'll get through it, but we'll start on it. Because the treehouse is like a multi-level thing, which this is too, but that thing's like...
We have to run up to this one. Okay. Any achievement for
Yeah.
this one?
Yeah. So, come over here. You see up there on the roof? Looks like there's something in the middle there.
That little gray looking thing?
Yeah, at the very top up there, in the middle of the two
That butt
sections.
plug looking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a gnome. When we get done, that thing still has to be up there. And we have to clean up there, directly underneath it.
Can we pick it up?
You can pick it up, but it's got to be sitting in that exact same spot when you get done. So here's what you do, right?
Yeah.
I'll show you what we do with this. This is how we fix this. Take one of these ladders. We're going to put this right here. No, wait. We're going to put it over here.
Mm-hmm.
Take one of these ladders.
Mm-hmm.
Take it up with us. Put it right here.
A ladder for your ladder.
Then I'm going to look down there. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I still can't climb ladders.
You want to grab that ladder. Climb up this ladder with this ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Put this ladder right here.
On you so far.
Go all the way up here where this thing is. Pick him up. Drop his sorry ass right off the edge. And then what we're going to do is we're going to clean 99% of this thing. And then we're going to reset the map. Because there's a reset option that resets everything. Basically, it's to help, like, if there's a problem in co-op where something says it's clean, or, like, something says it's clean for you but not for me, and it won't finish the level.
Mm.
You can reset it, and it'll reset all the dirt on one of the items, or one of the areas. That will also reset the gnome up here, so, yeah. We just have to remember, if we get to finishing this, to reset it before then.
We'll finish it. We're already at 1%.
Yeah, man. I mean, it'll be faster with us two, obviously, and it'll definitely be faster since I've done it, 4 times already, but still, it's going to take a minute.
That's why I like to do co-op games with Raven. He knows the ins and outs.
Some games, yes. Helps that I was recently playing this when we started playing it.
He was the 1998 and 1999 U.S. North American Solitaire Champion.
I don't know that that's factually accurate, but I'm not going to dispute it.
Shut up, it's accurate.
I mean, whatever you say, man. I'm not here to argue. Tell me the grass is blue and sky is green, and I'll go with it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't go outside. I'm a gamer.
I don't touch grass. Is that what the kids say?
Grass wants to touch me.
Oh, so there's a podcast. Wow. I had to stop and completely reset.
Yeah, problems.
Yeah, all the time. So there's a podcast I listen to. It's called Your Stupid Opinions.
Mm-hmm.
It's about these, like, they're reading reviews of random things across the world. And it's not their opinions. It's just they're reading what people actually wrote. And they did a review for like a ribbed condom from Trojan.
Yeah, man.
And one of the reviews, he goes, it's by James Petrogallo and Jimmy Wisman. They're comedians, like, in real life, but, like, they do this podcast as a side thing, and it's funny.
Yeah.
And James gets to this review, and he goes, I was saving this one for last because this is probably my favorite review I've ever seen of any product ever. He goes, it's really simple, but it's so funny.
What's going on, Green Frog?
And he goes, all right, Sarah from Connecticut says about the multi-layered latex ribbed condoms. Quote, Jimmy, they don't taste like ribs. It's just... Oh my god, it's so funny. Like, Jimmy was laughing so hard he spilled his water, and he's like, oh shoot.
Good God, you chose a great time to come in, Green Frog. Dropping the OS frog.
They don't taste like ribs.
I hope your night's going good, Green Frog, by the way. Oh Lord, people. I'm not surprised by anything anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they do something called, like, the personal item of the week, and they go to they do that in hotels and talking about KFC, and it is real funny.
Oh good Lord.
The flavor wouldn't be interesting for that product. Oh my god.
It tastes like ribs, Jimmy.
It's such a funny podcast. They just started that show maybe a couple months ago. Comes out every Monday. Really good. It's about an hour long. It's just so daggum funny.
Let's see. Trying to get all this up here. Move this.
Don't taste like ribs.
Good Lord. Oh my God.
Got any good stories for the week at work?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Why are you asking me?
I'm not gonna ask Vanessa.
Oh. I mean, I guess that tracks. Not really. I'm still pissed off about shit they're doing. We got a district meeting for, like our district, not like a company thing,
Hmm.
on the 15th, so that'll be interesting, I'm sure. Which is. Wait a minute. Twitch is so much better watching live instead of YouTube, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, it all depends. If you're saying Twitch is better for live streaming compared to YouTube, then oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just wasn't sure if you were saying you preferred watching live on Twitch versus watching VODs on YouTube. Doing all right. How have I been? I've been all right. Hanging
Well,
out.
as
Power
soon as I
washing
get my
everything.
watch hours up, I'll be able to get like emotes and stuff for YouTube. So
Yeah, man. I got a bunch of emotes.
I need to start making my emotes again for Twitch for when I eventually start dual streaming again.
Honestly, if a job isn't upsetting or disheartening in some ways, is it really a job? I mean, for a common job, yeah, you're absolutely right. But yeah, there's jobs you could do that wouldn't probably wouldn't be like that. That's like for my job. The problem is I really like my job, like the physical side of my job. When I'm able to just come in and do my job and be left alone, I'm fine.
Yep.
Unfortunately, our job in the last couple of months has decided they're going to stick their grubby hands into everything, everywhere, because apparently they don't think we're doing our jobs properly because we're not getting profits. The only problem with that is nobody that I know of has changed the way they've been working, and it's been working fine for the last, like 10 years I've been in the company. But of course, they're not going to admit that they're doing anything wrong. So,
It's just like what Adam told me. He goes, hey, we're gonna be ordering extra stuff for your Walmart. I said, why? We don't need it. And he goes, well, we've got some big important corporate lady coming in within the next week. We don't know what day she's coming, but she'll be coming within the week. And I said, so? It's just so.
yeah. Oh, that's something pretty funny that happened. I was talking to Anthony today. He said he was talking to Caitlin, and she was talking about. I don't know if he was talking to her recently or if this was. Cause I think he said this was something that he talked about with her around the time she started. But she's of the opinion that whenever she does like extra ordering, whether it's for displays or whatever, like we got Super Bowl right now displays. She's of the opinion that she doesn't want us to change our orders when she orders any of that extra stuff. We're just supposed to make the same level of orders, even though she adds that stuff in.
No.
And I'm like, he told me that, and his reaction was the same. He's like, I'm not doing that. Like, why? And
Yeah, if someone wants to tell the new guy that, that'd be great that I'm working with. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, he said she was talking about
Prime.
something else. I don't think it was relevant to that part of the conversation. But I'm just like, I mean, I don't know what y'all are thinking. We can't be doing that, especially when 669 the DM's like getting mad about our backstock again. He's like, I want y'all down to no more than 2 carts, and I'm like, I mean, I'm fine with that. I'll do my best to get it there, but I mean, just so you know, I can only do what I can do. Bosses are never smart enough to leave good workers alone. Yeah, that's about the sum of it. They don't want to. And we had our out working about as perfectly as it really could, in my opinion, at least. Just an hourly guy, so my opinion ain't worth squat.
That's
But
what
it
I like
wasn't
about my
just,
position.
yeah, I mean, and it
For once,
wasn't
I
all,
want to stay out of it.
I'll give some credit. It wasn't just our direct bosses, it was their bosses as well pushing for these changes too. So I'm not 100% blaming them, but it's also the kind of thing I'm starting to realize is like they just aren't going to go to bat for us. They're just going to toe the company line, and I'm like, I mean, why? If the company line's starting to screw me over, how do you think that's going to help you out in the long run if you're not trying to back us up when you know we're doing things as best we can? I mean, that's like I said with all the merches. Every merch, as far as I've heard, got cut to 33 hours roughly. Um,
Boy,
and
they should really
basically,
tell me that.
well, that's what I was going to say. He's talking to Philip. Basically, all of them are just working however they have to get their 38 hours in or more. Um, and I mean, I'm not doing that because I've never pushed for that. But
I'm still doing 40.
yeah, I was trying. Well, I was getting overtime for like a year and a half. I mean, I was hitting 43, 44 hours a lot of the time, and nobody and Adrian never complained. That's why I never say anything, and I didn't care to work the extra time on the old schedule because I had I was going in at midnight, so I had as much time as possible to work, and I didn't care to work until my normal shift was like around 8 or 9 o'clock getting off, and if I ended up working till 10, 11, 12, it wasn't as bad then. But now if I'm working overtime, I'm going to be pushing into 2, 3 o'clock, and I'm not working to the middle of the evening for them. Period. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
want to
no.
work past.
I always stop at exactly 1 o'clock. I don't care if everything's done or not. 1 o'clock hits, I'm outie.
Yeah, I had one of the best district managers at one job I had. He helped protect his stores for. Yeah, I feel like the boss we had before our current one was kind of like that. I mean, he still did some stuff we didn't agree with, but at least he tried to help us. And it felt like he genuinely cared and would try to like work some stuff out with us and not just directly force it. Our new boss, from what I'm hearing, she's a my way or the highway kind of person, and it's just that's not going to fly. Because the thing with our job is our jobs are make you become a very independent kind of worker. You work out stuff with the people directly on the areas you work, and you don't worry about the bosses.
Yep.
And I think some of the bosses get pretty mad about that when you don't just, bow out to them, whatever they want to do. But, yeah, I don't know. It's a bunch of nonsense, and then they're talking about doing whole restructures again.
Oh man, yeah. I've been hearing about that too. I'm not really nervous about it. I'm just like, just put me somewhere good. Let me have somewhere good.
Well, me and you were in the position where we could essentially, just like the last time, get our pick of the options within reason. I mean, nothing's really changed for us, even with all the new people that came around. Plus, I've got the distinction that nobody wants to work down here. Nobody. They put a merch down here. I can't remember his name now, but put a guy down here. His only thing is he wants to be a salesman. That's all he wants. He's just hanging out as a merch till he gets the 6 or 9 months or whatever to become a salesman. And he hates it down here. He doesn't like being down here. Hates having to come down here. Because that's like I said, for anybody other than me, Laura, or Anthony, it's like nearly an hour drive for just about anybody else in the company to come down here and work.
Yep.
Can't escape all the corporate nonsense, but the one I had knew how to tell corporate the best sales district in. Company doesn't need to change how they're selling. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where we're at is, they're just going to blame us because they're not going to take the heat for it, essentially, is what it's going to boil down to. Because that's like I said, with that district meeting is going to be guaranteed the boss above the boss or our direct boss. It's still an in office boss, but that whole meeting for our district's going to be him saying we got to buck up and do this and that, and we got to get the numbers up because nobody's making numbers. And I'm like, but nobody's changed the way they've worked. We're working the same as we've always worked. The only things that have changed is the person, the boss we have, and the price of our product. That's the only two things that have changed, as far as I know. And I'm like, so I don't know why you're going to try and put it on us, assuming they do, which I'm kind of, really believing they're going to. Which again, this doesn't even affect me. I'm hourly. Like, I can't affect the sale because I don't order product or anything. I just work it. So I'm going to get the least brunt of it as well as the rest of the merches. But I'm still mad.
Job, Gabe.
Yeah, I mean, I have the least reason to be mad because they can't really say anything. They can, smack my wrist and be like, hey, you need to do a little bit more, put in a little more effort. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I can't affect the numbers. A little
more effort? Yeah. You better not even tell me that.
But I'm mad for the route people in our district. Like, the things they're having to deal with. And that job's, I've always said, isn't worth it. Like, unless you absolutely need the level of money, and it's really not that much more money than we make, especially with the money the raises they've given us in the last couple of years. But unless you absolutely need that, or you're trying to push up past that to become, one of the bosses, it's not worth it, and you shouldn't waste your time. Or if you're like me, and you don't have like a family or anything, and you can just devote that kind of time to it. But still, I don't know.
Like, you guys need to try harder. You guys need to be better at that would be my rebuttal. Like, you guys need to be better at investing. Like,
yeah,
you're forcing out stuff that has only a 2% stake in a majority of our stores. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I think I told you, Amos, about us getting like a cart like in September last year that was entirely filled, a full cart of the beef jerky, like the full boxes of it, and it was a whole cart of it. We still have a little over half of it. A lot of it goes out on March, I think March 22nd. We're going to be selling all that out.
It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
But we can't figure out why numbers are bad.
But then here's the other thing, is we used to just put all that kind of stuff out, or if towers ever get built, the DSLs would hang like a bunch of them on the towers. I'm sure you've seen it in your stores. The store manager for one of my Walmarts decided about a month ago that she does not want us hanging out clip strips anymore, anywhere.
Yeah, we got that too.
So, that was really good when we had, like, I think I pulled that day, I think it was like 10 or 12 clip strips off of, like, personal displays, like 4x8s and 4x6s, and off towers. And they've just been hanging on that same rack in the back this whole time because there's nowhere to put it. Sounds like a price issue mostly. So, Frog, I'll give you an example. So the company we work for, I don't care to say, is Frito-Lay.
Yeah, he knows.
Oh, is this the Frog from your chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, Green Frog 9? Okay.
You dual watching.
We talked about this earlier. Our regular size bag of Lay's, so we only have two sizes of Lay's on the shelf. We have a party size and a regular size bag, or at least that's what we call it. In Walmart right now, they are on what Walmart calls their sale rollback. And they're on rollback for $2.50 a bag. You might have heard this earlier. I don't know when you got into Amos's chat. But they're $2.50 a bag, which is a decent deal. It's not the best because, the best deals you can get are like BOGO deals or buy two, get three, that kind of thing.
Buy two, get 3.
That's the thing Kroger started doing.
Did they really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that. Sorry,
They
continue.
started doing that. But that's the price for the what is essentially now the family size bags. We used to actually have a family size, and they got rid of that size.
Yeah, nobody wants.
Yeah, didn't last very long. It might have lasted a year, I think, if that. The biggest size Walmart sells is the ones you normally get. The biggest size we have actually has printed on the bag party size, and then we have bags that don't have like any subheading. It just says like Lay's Classic or Lay's Barbecue. So the ones that aren't party size labeled are $2.50 a bag right now. Our impulse bags, which
That's
is the
in our
stuff that's up front, uh, the bags that are up front at the registers, that people just grab, randomly when they want it or to give their kids. Actually, Amos's stores have just got the price increase. We haven't seen them yet.
Oh,
Mine
great.
in my store are $2.69 a bag right now. So you can get a full size bag of Lay's Classic for, what would that mean? 19 cents, basically 20 cents cheaper than you can buy an impulse bag right now. Now that is on rollback, so when the price changes, they'll go back to being like, I think, $4.50, $5. But for the last 2 months, you could buy a full regular size bag of Lay's for less than the impulse bags cost. Oh, then the other thing, I don't know if I told you this, Amos, for a while there that just changed. We had kettle chips on rollback in that Walmart too.
Mm-hmm.
We also had party size kettle chips on sale. The only party size we have is jalapeno, and the bags are right next to each other. They were both on rollback. Would you like to guess the price difference in rollback party size kettle and regular size kettle?
Party size kettle and regular.
And they were both on rollback.
Okay. Oh, are they doing the thing where they're the same price?
Yep.
Yep. I don't remember the price, but I think that's what's going on in our store.
They were $2.50.
And we still sell the smaller bags more than we do the big ones.
Oh yeah, because nobody pays attention. That's like I said with the impulse bags. If they paid attention while they were shopping and went down the chip aisle, which again I know impulse is kind of the name impulse buys.
Yep.
But even still, I mean, it wouldn't take half a second for people to realize they would get twice as much, which still ain't much to be honest. In the bigger bags, put this down. But yeah, it's a bunch of nonsense. And I don't know if that affects any of the price stuff we're talking about for our side. I doubt it, because our money comes out of them buying the carts, not what they're selling it for. But I'm sure that's a bunch of shenanigans too, somewhere down the line.
It's all about profit margin, and those small bags are our biggest profit margin.
I just don't understand that.
Well, it's because it doesn't take as much to make them. The bags are smaller. We put less product in it because they're smaller. So let's just say, like if you take our regular size bag of Lay's, and let's just say it takes, I don't know, $1. Like it costs $1 to make that product. Like the chips, the bag itself, seal it up, and get it sent out. Let's just say it takes $1. And then we sell it for, once again, just throwing a number out there, $3. Well, we make a $2 profit margin on that. But these smaller bags, let's say it takes like 10 cents to make these things. And we sell them for $3. That's $2.90 of profit margin that we make on those.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's why every store gets so upset when they see their thing out, because not only do we see the spike in sales, but they see their overall store sales go up.
Ooh. Still dumb. Why would anyone buy the impulse if they realize that? The chips I normally get instead of Lay's are almost $2 cheaper. Yeah, it's 3 ounces less, but still cheaper. Yeah, I mean, I stopped really being a chip guy like years ago.
Mhm.
Every now and then I want them, but even still, I find it hard to justify buying our shit anymore. Which is sad to say.
I'm not even a chip guy, period. I don't even eat a lot of chips.
Amos just eats Reese cups.
I do.
He subsists off solely Reese
They have
cups
never
and Baja
betrayed me
Blast.
yet.
If they ever came up with a Reese cup Baja Blast item, Amos would be through the roof.
I'll be on here going, "Hi guys, I've got my 10th one here today."
I actually bought a bottle of Baja Blast today. It was at Walmart.
I need to buy more. I
I still don't care for it.
mean, we are all. Someone has a heap.
Listen, I'm just saying it's alright. It ain't the best thing I've ever drunk. In general or in the Mountain Dew line.
Your favorite's LimeWire, right? Livewire, isn't it?
LimeWire.
I know LimeWire.
Yeah.
I said the wrong thing. You know, the music thing.
Amos out here just making up new products for the R&D.
Mountain Dew LimeWire. You'll hear it. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, LimeWire's still my favorite, and then it's probably like Cold Red and Voltage right behind that.
I didn't like Pitch Black too much.
Well, there's been like 2 or 3 different versions of that, and I don't think I've liked any of them.
And then the Voodoo flavor they come out with around every Halloween. I don't really like it either.
I'm hit or miss on it. Let's see, they did that gingerbread man one that one year.
Mountain Dew Whiteout. I heard that they're doing another 4th of July thing this year for Mountain Dew. Except they're combining it all into one flavor. I saw it somewhere. It looks interesting, I guess, but I'm going to absolutely try it when it comes. If it's a thing. Still trying to get Mountain Dew Gaming to sponsor me. That's not going to happen.
Talk to the boss. Sure, they can talk to the PepsiCo side of the company and get it done. Baja Blast is arguably the best soda out there. I mean, I know a lot of people think that.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not one of them for whatever reason.
Wrong if you think otherwise.
Yeah, I just think it's alright. I don't hate it. It's just
totally not biased.
I've tried it a few times and it just don't hit for me for whatever reason. Couldn't tell you why.
Tell me why.
No, I just said I can't. What the fuck do you mean?
Man's sinking over here. Shush.
Mans don't know how to listen.
What?
Said this man over here don't know how to listen. You can't see.
I don't have enough Mountain Dew stuff on screen. Yeah, I should put like 18 Mountain Dew stickers on my screen. And like I'll hit a button. Like I'm gonna fix a follower button, like a follower alert. Whenever someone follows, it goes Mountain Dew, do. Oh, did I tell you that I actually did get a letter, or not a letter, an email? What is this, 1800s? I don't get no letters. I got an email about a potential sponsor, but I don't know if I want to do it or not because I've never used their product.
Oh yeah.
It was it was a microphone company, pretty much.
Oh.
And I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this or not because I've told myself that if I ever did get big enough to where I had a sponsor, I honestly wouldn't advertise it unless I used it and liked it.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that's like, what I know X said, because he's done a couple of sponsored, like game sponsored streams the last couple of weeks, and Ray's done a few over the years. And they're both of the same opinion. It's like, if I don't think I'm going to like the game, I'm not doing the sponsorship for it. And I think that's the same. But with, I guess, products, it's kind of different because, I mean, there's no way to know. I mean, most people usually have, set brands they'll buy or whatever.
Mm.
Either because they like the brand or it's just the cheapest they can get. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you could work out, because I don't know, I know sponsorships usually have some kind of contract you got to look through and make decisions with. But if it was something like, hey, you could talk to them and be like, hey, I have not used your product. Would you care to send me one to test out, see if I like it first, or something like that? I don't know if that would be appropriate to send to them. I mean,
No, you can. You would call it a sample box or something.
Yeah, but something like that, and you like either ask them if you could test it out for a bit first, or just do a test on stream and just put that in there, like, hey, I'm testing out this new mic while I stream. Something like that, and then see if you like it, and if you like it, you can keep the sponsorship going. If not,
yeah, and that's the only thing that's tempted me to take it, because they're like, oh yeah, we'll send you a microphone that you get to keep even if you don't like it. Like, even if you test it and you feel like you don't want us to sponsor you or whatever, or you don't want to sponsor us, or however that email was put.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, you can still keep the microphone. And I was like,
I mean, it'd be good to have
free
like
microphone. Yeah. I'm working with, I'm doing back and forth emails with Dr. Squatch to get me a referral code.
Woo!
Because I like Dr. Squatch. I do. I really do. I actually do like Dr. Squatch a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a little overpriced? I'll go ahead and tell you yes it is. But quality is very nice. And it's good for my skin. Like, it really is. Like, sometimes I break out if I use the wrong kind of soap. I've just never had that problem with them. So, like, they're talking, I've shot like 2 or 3 emails to them, and they've emailed back. So, I'm hoping I'll have a slight sponsor with Dr. Squatch.
Hell yeah.
It's something. I'm cool with it. I honestly like the product.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best way to be about sponsorships. I know some people will just do, like, whatever and, like, do, like, mobile game ads for shit they don't care about and just hype the shit out of it just to get the money. And I'm like, I mean, base, sell out, get your money. But I'm also like, I couldn't sit there and just act like a game's enjoyable if it's not.
No.
Now, if you want the sponsorship to be an honest review and me shitting on you if your product sucks, I mean, I can do that all day, but, that's going to be on y'all. Did y'all make a good product? Well, I'll be like, hey, this is a good product. Y'all should try it out. Did y'all make a shit product? I'm going to tell everybody and their fucking mother to avoid your shit.
Oh, I gotta tell you this short story about when I started messaging them on X or on Twitter. I'm gonna call it Twitter. I don't call it X. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Ray's got a good bit where if he ever says Twitter, he'll stop and go, sorry, I meant X.
It sounds like you're referring them to a porn thing. Like, it just does. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But when I first started messaging Dr. Squatch through Twitter, I was like, hey, I'm a small-time streamer. I guess you could argue that I'm a part-time streamer. I'm not really a full-time guy. But I would love if you would give me the opportunity to, sponsor or have you guys sponsor me to just sell some of your products, or however I worded it. And I said PS because this is a running joke on their, like, sites and their, all of their social media accounts. I said, P.S. I will not advertise to eat the soap.
Yeah.
And they actually answered back that says, well, that's already a plus in our book.
That's a good social media person right there.
Yeah. Oh, man. I love their posts so much.
see their ads on YouTube all the time because I listen to it sometimes, just random videos, and their shit comes up, and it's always the funniest goddamn thing. That one guy, or it's two guys, but it's like one main guy that does the like talking, and it's like a guy that plays, I guess, the fool to him. It's supposed to be like a kind of a dense character. Guys like mentoring him about using Dr. Squatch soap.
Yeah.
Those ads are great.
Oh man, there's a guy that I mean, obviously I don't follow this guy, or I don't even know who he is. I think he uses his Twitter account for more casual personal life. He tagged Dr. Squatch in a photo, and he had a wall full of Dr. Squatch stuff. Like, he had literally everything they had on their website.
Hell yeah.
On his wall. And I'm just like... And then... they answered him back, and they said, What? That's really impressive. What is that in the corner? And so he sends him another picture, and he accidentally left off in the picture that he's got a Dr. Squatch, like, costume. And he's like, yeah, I had it custom made. I just love your product that much. And they're like, we'll be in touch.
You know what would be even
So
better
funny.
about that is if somebody, if they were like to have asked, like, man, you really love using our product, huh? And he goes, oh, I don't use it. I just like collecting it. That would be even better.
And I eat it for breakfast.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Holy shit.
Cease and desist letter. This is so funny. I love that. I love when they have a sense of humor.
Cease and desist and a restraining order. You don't come within 5 social media sites of us. God damn. Well, I was going to look at this because this. What was this thing? It was something to do with wrestling. Oh. Some post saying the fact that The Undertaker and IRS were never a tag team called Death and Taxes might be the biggest missed opportunity in wrestling history. Oh, Lord.
I saw a video where, and I didn't know this was a thing, but I think it was 2001 or 2011. I can't remember if it was it had to be 2001. But The Undertaker came out, and I guess he did this only one time. But he had the theme song of Ain't No Grave by Johnny Cash as his intro, or like as his theme music. And I was like, that fits him so good.
Hell yeah. Does he still wrestle?
No, he retired
Yeah, that figure.
quite a long time ago.
Dude's fucking older than God.
Him and Kane are both retired.
I mean, The Rock came back. I'm sure they could.
I don't know, man. I
Rock's
just
trying to come back, I should say. He isn't back yet, I don't think.
can't wait for him to wrestle one match. Be like, oh, see you bitches later.
I was gonna say, doesn't he have like too much shit going on? Like he couldn't even.
He's a busy man.
If they like did go through with it, and he like wrestles and wins, like he's got too much shit going on to actually like defend the belt. He just keep that shit for eternity because he'd never be around for somebody to fight him for it.
So Kane never officially retired. Okay, I didn't know he. I thought he retired. Yeah, he's the mayor of Knoxville. So
That's what you get for thinking.
a guy that once did a bit of kicking a baby is now mayor of Knoxville.
It's like the degrees of Kevin Bacon, though. I don't think you can get 5 social media platforms away from something. Yeah, but Roman wrestles like twice a year,
Yeah.
so The Rock can keep up with that.
Roman's a part-time champ.
Oh, man. Well, I guess that works out then. They can just be the 2 guys that have that belt. They can make up a new one for everybody else.
The part-time title.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Champion
You
archer.
might be able to get like 5 social media platforms away from somebody.
Just have some mediocre platform where, like, you tell people, it's like, yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, flakeandsteaks.com.
That's like when all the thing with Elon taking Twitter over and everybody's like, it's going to go down. And then like 5 million social media sites started popping up and everybody started getting on them. I'm like, all right. Like, I don't give a shit about social media enough to care, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Like, I still have my Facebook because that's where 90% of the people I know are still.
The time he burned JR. Yeah. There was a nice little collab someone did of NSYNC and Jim Ross. It was funny. Well, they're like, I want it that way. And then it goes to JR and it goes, tell me why! And he goes, ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why, damn it! It's real funny. I don't ever want to hear you say, I want it that way. You sick son of a bitch.
God.
I don't know who did that one. I'll have to find it and retweet it or something. Really good.
Yeah.
Like 30 seconds. It's really, really short. Like me. It's really short.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mary, why? Yeah, that thing going on with Vince McMahon right now in real life, I'm just like, it still bugs me that there was a bit back in, was it the late 90s, early 2000s, where Vince McMahon tried to push it wasn't a real life narrative, but it was like a storyline narrative where he was dating his own daughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good move there, Chief.
I mean, it was the 90s, right? Everybody was doing fucking drugs. I'm sure somebody slipped that past the fucking R&D people. Or not R&D, fucking like quality
Research and
control,
development, the storyline about me screwing my own daughter.
quality control, or like crowd control about it.
Real easy to do when you were the main guy. They overrule all of you. And all these new things have come out about him sexually abusing divas and all that. I think that's the case, right, Frog? Is that what's going on? Like, he's, I guess, being accused, because they haven't really proven anything at this point, but of him doing that?
I mean, I don't know much
Oh,
about
that's
the
it.
guy,
That's
but
it. Okay, so Frog clarified it. He said Vince pitched the storyline where he was the father of Stephanie, who's his daughter, Stephanie's baby, and then that got shot down. He suggested Shane McMahon as the father, which is her brother, his son, and then that got shot down.
well, can't say the man's not creative.
He's just trying to go for the South, man.
Yeah, man, he's
Trying to
get
reach
them
Alabama.
Southern viewers, Alabama.
Alabama, I'll tell you what. You come over here and I'll tell you what, son. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Come over here and I'm
That is such a boring state to drive through.
What, Alabama?
Yes.
You sure about that?
I mean, obviously I haven't been down the back roads, but when we were on our way to Gulf Shores, I did not jump. Good job, me. When we were on our way to Gulf Shores and we drove all the way through Alabama, it was so... I'm not... Okay, so There was about a 200-mile stretch, and I will always remember this because of how I almost had not a mental breakdown, but I thought I was actually going to go insane because of how bored I was. But we had a 200-mile stretch where there was literally nothing. I mean, there were exits and gas stations, and then it was just trees for 200 miles. And
yeah.
I couldn't listen to music because Leo was still awake. I couldn't listen to my thing. And then Vanessa was listening to her music in the passenger seat. So I was just sitting there in silence for 200 miles.
Hell yeah.
And
Time to recollect on your thoughts.
oh boy, did I ever. But I hated that part of the trip so much. And then not to mention it was getting nighttime, so it was just so boring. Holy crap, it was so just... Come on, let's see someone naked run down the side of the road or something. I mean, Jesus Christ. Have someone stand on the road with a sign that says, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. Provide some entertainment. Nice when we got there. Gulf Shores is a lot of fun. I did like Gulf Shores. It's the first time I've been on the beach since me and Vanessa's honeymoon. That was nice.
What was it, Phil? It keeps getting dark on the left side of my room.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with the sound of silence, yes.
Hell.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Driving through Alabama again.
Let's see.
Better look out while you're sleeping.
Yeah,
There's nothing to see here. I don't know.
yeah,
not
no,
really-
you don't know nothing.
Not really musically inclined, so.
There you are.
I want to be like that guy that sold out a small concert hall doing the slapping thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Think so.
He was that older guy. He kind of looked like Santa Claus. And he just
Yup.
sat there in a chair going like...
Yup. Slapping the shit out of himself.
And people use it as memes all the time. Like when I see a spider on me.
Mm-hmm.
That man knows how to market himself. Watch me as I slap the crap out of myself for 2 hours. By the way, speaking of slapping, can we get on to the fact that the competitive nature of the slapping competition should not be a thing?
What do you mean?
We've talked about this before, but like we've seen that sport or competition. I'm not gonna say a sport. The competition of there's two guys that stand at this table, and one of them holds like this little rod that sticks out of the table with his hand,
Yup.
and another guy slaps the ever-loving Jesus Christ out of him. Like he's supposed to slap as hard as he can, and the guy, I think he has like 18 seconds to stand up if he falls over. And then he has another 15 to 20 seconds to get back under the stand where he can do his turn. And I'm just like, I hope someone dies from this so we can finally stop having these.
Do you really think that would stop it?
No.
Because here's my counterpoint. Any fighting sport. It's a lot dumber. It is way dumber, but it's essentially the same thing.
The only thing I'll say about that is that at least other fighting sports try to safely implement fights. This one doesn't. It's just open-handed, slap in the face as hard as possible.
Yeah, that's like I said. It's really fucking dumb, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't really think it's any more dangerous than, like mixed martial arts. From what I've seen, I don't know. I don't watch sports.
It is ridiculous. Like,
I mean, I've seen people get their damn heads split open in mixed up martial arts. Then again, I've seen, boxing where people have gotten their damn. There's like that one, some fighter I saw, I can't remember. I don't know what the context for this is when it happened, but got just the wrong kind of hit to the back of his head, and it essentially gave him such severe brain damage he's, unable to take care. Went from being like a solid fighter, I think. I don't know what his record was.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name, but
yeah.
I know yeah.
Yeah, it was something I saw recently, but yeah, I mean, it happens. So, I mean, I think it's incredibly fucking stupid, but people have done stupider shit for, yeah.
I get that safety is relative, but there's a difference between trying to implement safety precautions and just letting it happen.
But how do you make that safer without taking the nature of it away?
Well, we could use NASCAR as a good example. When Dale Earnhardt died in his wreck, they implemented the Hans device a little more. They recommended it. And at first, drivers were against it because they're like, oh, I can't turn my head in my car. But, lo and behold, drivers accepted it, and it became mandatory by NASCAR. And it's not obviously going to prevent it's not going to prevent a driver. How can I say this? I'm trying to climb up this fucking ladder while I'm trying to explain this. Still can't climb ladders. We've done how many of these?
Enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to... There's going to be a situation where a driver does die in a NASCAR accident, but it's going to be a reduced chance because of what killed Dale Earnhardt, which is insane whiplash. That's what the Hans device does.
Yeah. And I can understand that. They put a device to stop this thing from happening that happened to one racer. But that pivots back to what I asked. How do you make a slapping competition safer without taking away the essential nature of it?
You don't. That's what makes it dumb.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like I said, that was one of the first things I said is, yeah, it's extremely stupid. But like in boxing, at least, they can put in like the mouth guards to help, cushion their teeth and their gums and stuff. And I know so I don't know what sport it is, but some fighting sports, yeah, you can wear helmets in.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. But in that one, I mean, it's a sport entirely based around getting hit in the head. So, I mean, there's really no way you're going to put any protection there that's not going to immediately just negate everything you're doing.
Oh, by the way, we're at 99. Hey, by the way, we're at 99.
All right. Hit the start button, and there should be something there that's like maybe a little arrow circle. If you look over it, it should say, and click on it, it should say something about resetting the map. I'm not sure where this exactly would be because I can't see it on my screen. Should be if you're just looking at the screen that shows like all the details, like all the stuff you can clean.
Mm-hmm.
It should be in the right side, upper side somewhere. Assuming it's the same for co-op.
Let's see.
Once you click on it, it won't do anything immediately. It'll bring you up a message and it'll say something like, do you want to reset like all partially clean surfaces or something like that? Once you click on it, assuming it's in here, like I said.
I see there's the arrow, but that's talking about that's what we've done so far. There's the save icon. There's the messages, but there's nothing there for that.
It should be like right above where it says messages. If it's in here. Maybe it might not be in here for the co-op game. I don't know. I just know it's in there on solo.
I don't see anything. Because apparently we just have 2 walls to do, and that's it. What it says. Oh, no, sorry. There's more than that. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a few different things, but we are close, and they'll go pretty fast.
So we just want to try to move it up there?
Guess we'll have to.
Because I didn't see it. So where's it got to go? Up here on the very, very top?
Yeah, just leave the ladders like they are for a minute.
Parkour. It's so nice out here. We must be in China. Check options.
It's not, or it shouldn't be in the options. I don't know why they would have changed it. Be the hard one.
Save data. Oh, yeah. How hard is it to put it back up here?
Is it still up there for you?
No, it's not up here.
Okay, I need you to move.
Oh.
The problem is I don't know how specific it is about it being up here. Bad, because this thing's sitting at an angle. Yeah. To answer your question, it's probably going to be a bastard. I think there's a way to turn objects you pick up, but I can't remember what it is.
That would have been a perfect time to clip that and said, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
It's something like that.
I'm the king of the temple. Whoop. I accidentally cleaned something. I'll end the level.
Oh, you would.
That gnome was free falling. I'm free. Free gnoming. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa. God dang it, it fell. It was standing up, right?
Well, this is not wanting to. We'll just have to try that, I guess. I mean,
There's not a way to rotate it?
not that I know of.
Let me check the control.
Because I don't even know it says anything about the pickup options.
Toggle.
You can rotate the equipment, but that's about it.
What if you assign a button to it?
What do you mean?
Like when I go to controls and I hit rotate equipment anti-clockwise or clockwise, I click on that and I can assign a button to it.
Well, I mean, you can already do that. You can already rotate it even without that being selected or having options in there.
Is it karaoke night? Yeah, you guys want to hear me sing? No, you don't. So you don't think there's a way to stand it back up? What if we get it to fall and it...
If you want to try that, you have good luck with it. You know, you might get it in a couple of tries, or it might take you all day to get it to fall perfectly like that.
What's the achievement called?
It's got to be up here on the roof. That's all it says. In the temple, ensure the gnome is on the tower roof once the job is complete. I don't know if that means, because when I looked up the guide for it, it just said to reset the level before you finish. So I don't know if just co-op doesn't have the reset option or what. I mean, because I think that's what the reset option was mainly for co-op to fix problems. Actually, you know what? Something I can do.
Put the gnome back on the top of the tower. Simply close your game and reload the level. Think that'll work?
I mean, we can try it. I mean, it should, in theory, save what we've done.
Because I can go back and hit...
What?
You're down to see me do karaoke? I used to be able to rap to Eminem songs. That was fun.
Had a good nap. Y'all have a good nap. Y'all just play right there. No,
All
we
right.
just played right through. We're not 500 years old like you thought.
Wow. All right, so let me do that then. Let me close the game out, and then I'll hop back in here, and then I'll invite you back in here.
Yeah.
We'll see if this works. You know, worst case scenario is that it doesn't work, and we have to start all over again. Which we will not do. We will not do. Karaoke would be a lot of fun. Vanessa got us... Oh, no, wait, that's a different thing. Never mind. She took video of me doing some baseball drills today. Not really drills, but it was practicing pitching. Obviously, I'm not very good, so
Sure you are.
he hasn't sent me the videos yet, so I can edit out the bad ones.
Sure, man.
Hey, it's back up there.
How you doing?
Oh, I'd hope if I invited you. Hold on.
No, I think you're all right.
Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, lizard on a chair. What? All right, there we go.
You're the only one 500 years old? Yeah, man. Me and Amos are only 300 years old.
How many players is PowerWash?
300.
It does 4, right?
I've seen up where I saw the speed run. I think the speed run had 6 or 8 people in it.
You make it in here?
I don't know, did I?
Yay! There you are.
Now we clean everything without knocking that off.
Oh my god.
And if we do knock it off,
just restart it.
That's all she wrote. No, that's all she wrote. We got to reset the whole level, dirt and all. Yeah. So you thought I was asking, but I'm telling you what's gonna happen.
I know Brian came up. Sorry, not the Brian you know. I know Brian Birdman came up with the whole. He said we should do a Minecraft Mondays or something. We could build like baseball fields. That's a lot of what my channel is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be fun. We could build other things besides.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta clean that thing with. Making this harder than what I should. Scaffolding right here. Hello, speaking of Ryan, there he is. Ryan, you're the one that said do some multiplayer in Minecraft, right? You'd be hilarious at Terraria. Maybe you
That's the
played that.
Minecraft game.
You played that, didn't you?
I don't think so.
He muscles Magoo over here. Oh, shh.
Quit
You
defying
rotate.
the laws
Okay.
of physics back here. Could be the bumpers, I think.
Yeah, that's my muscles working out. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You ain't seen mushrooms like this, I tell you what. I know Leo's got Terraria on Switch. He hasn't played it. He's into he's actually, I'm very proud of him. He's playing through Kirby. Which Kirby game is it?
The one you play.
Yeah, the one we bought him. I think it's Kirby Dreamland. Is it Dreamland? It's not the newest one. It's one that came out. Magica. Magica, Magica. Gaiaca, Gaiaca. Has he played the original Kirby? He is not. He is very slowly getting into more games besides Minecraft.
Why Minecraft's got every game in it already?
He even got Minecraft in Minecraft.
Yeah, man. Something like that. Got some problems over there. I don't know about all that.
I am the Tom Brady power washing. More like the Nathan Peterman.
Do you listen to yourself talk? Because I have to.
I do. I'm not proud of it. No one should be happy that I talk.
I want to be honest, I don't know who the fuck you were really talking about. I just wanted to use that joke.
Nathan Peterman. Ray used Nathan Peterman in one of his things.
Yeah. So he knows sports. Whereas I don't.
Aficionado.
I don't think so. I know Chipper Jones, and that's about all I know.
Chipper Jones! I'm going to say that every time I swing the bat now. Chipper Jones!
I mean, yeah, you can do it. You better be paying me royalties, though.
I'm
He's a
too
retired
small.
power washer. Who is? Me? You? Him? Them, they, those?
And you use my dirt vision thing? Yeah. No, I do. Yeah, there we go. Here on this side.
Do you have the proper power washer equipped?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah. Because mine actually stays on the proper one.
Okay, yeah, I do have it equipped actually. Oh my gosh, this one is just not saying it's done yet. Are you not spraying all over your face? Don't.
You having problems up there?
Don't. No, no, not really. I mean, slightly, but
Oop.
I'm just waiting for me to accidentally like knock over this gnome, yeah, scaffolding somehow.
Yeah, man. You'll do it.
Door's apparently not clean yet. Oh, yeah.
99% clean, and that ain't good enough.
I got 99 problems, and these doors are all of them. There we go.
Get this one clean. You did not.
Taken out of context, that would not be a great quote for me. I remember in my old Twitch VODs of me having
Got it.
like quotes that people said that I put on the put in the commands. I may bring those back.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I ain't scared.
Amos said he was Tom Brady. He probably is.
I'm Tom Brady.
Are you though?
Balls are deflated.
Hmm. How I feel about that.
I don't know. Not sure if Gusta.
Yeah. Feel like you might need to be put in an institution for that one, Amos.
There one?
Yeah.
All apparently not clean.
It's over here somewhere. There it is.
Got it?
Yeah, problem is it's at this awkward angle. Window frames. Which window frames is the question?
Back streets back. Alright. I'm about to listen to some Justin Timberlake when he was on NSYNC. You boy.
Don't know how I feel about that one either.
And I am a recently turned 34-year-old man. I do not care.
Well, maybe you should try.
Use that dirt vision. Even my dirt vision's just like my vision. It's all god awful.
Back here, Amos.
Hmm.
It's the one back here.
Okay, we're gonna finish it right on time.
Hear about that? Could accidentally reset it. Spots. There. There's one right there. Oh my god, y'all are getting old? No, we've been old. I don't know where you been, Pop. Probably stuck in a wall like a fossil. Is it down below? Yeah.
I am getting old. My hand is going numb. Yay.
think your head's going down.
There it is. Gnome, sweet gnome.
There you go. Easy peasy.
Beautiful cover gnome.
You were old even when you were young. Same frog.
You
Easy,
sat there
easy.
in your power washing. Hang on. Wow, that thing just popped up out of nowhere.
What, does this still just show the treehouse now?
I got the treehouse and the washroom.
Okay, yeah, they're, well, one of them's, I guess they're both decent size. I was just asking in case there was like a vehicle we could do real quick, but yeah, we'll save those for next time.
We will save those for next time. We're at $6,000 in Mooney.
Oh, that means you could, do you want to go into one of the levels real quick then? Because we should be able to buy the new one. Well, I don't know if we got the stars for it. If you want to check real quick.
What am I
It's
looking
up to
for?
you. The next washer.
Is it the professional duty?
Think so.
Yeah, we can absolutely buy it. Cha-ching.
Yeah, dude. Good thing I was there, so I got it.
Did you get it?
Not in the game. You didn't send me an invite. Or are you still in here? Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
exited out of here.
Oh, okay.
Should have.
Did you get it?
Yeah, man. I missed it.
Oh my god.
You were worried there for a minute, huh? You thought you just lost $5,000 there for a second, didn't you?
Oh no. Oh no. Thought I did too.
So from here on out, what we'll do is we'll just try and buy all the stuff for this, and once we've got that, you can just start buying whatever you want. Because, like I said, there's achievements for, I think, having each power washer and all of its attachments. But it's easier just to get this as early as you can, because it makes things way faster.
Oh. It was fun. 2 hours and 37 minutes of power washing, extreme power washing. You're not going to find any more captivating power washing content on YouTube
Y'all okay? Or y'all been up long?
or Twitch.
No and yes. To answer both those questions in that order.
All right. Going to end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the conversation and the extreme power washing and the fact that I almost blew $5,000 for no reason. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, go follow Raven on Twitch because he plays a bunch of other games as well, including some retro games. He's a big Resident Evil guy, and he's just a good guy to talk to and support. So go say hi to him, and we should be live tomorrow night, hopefully, for the National League Division Series on MLB The Show 23. So feel free to stop by there as well. And until then, we will see everyone next time. Thank you so much, and much love.